live. See if I care.
Jesus Christ. Can't be on time for his own fucking
I'm
funeral.
gonna be sitting here eating anyway.
We're live.
You really got an ice cream cookie?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't blame you
I'm
there.
all small now. I gotta bulk back up.
I don't blame you. I saw those in the freezer. Jen was harassing me to eat those ice cream cookies, and I was like, man, no way. And then I opened it up, and I'm like, ooh, I might eat one of those.
Yeah, I want to, but I'm trying to be good. I'm on the other end.
I am good enough to buy myself some wiggle room.
Hold on, guys. Let me figure out how to zoom in on this thing.
Man, I love these things. I'm like the only one that loves them, but...
You're an embarrassment to everyone that knows you.
Now you're going to have sticky fingers the rest of the podcast.
Yep.
How do you know they weren't sticky already?
Fucking disgusting.
I think we're live, right?
We're live.
Oh yeah.
Are we live?
This is how we start every podcast with Al.
Oh my
We've
god.
been live since I walked past the
Oh
table.
my god.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 70. I'm pretty sure
Yep.
you already know who this is, but Ryan, you want to start us off?
Hi guys, my name is Ryan.
I'm Trevor.
I'm Tim.
LM at ZZP.
And today we're talking about 2022, what we're doing, and generally hanging out. It's kind of a free roam podcast. Might do some, Al, did you get my message?
Yep. And immediately forgot about it.
Well, we might figure that out.
We'll work on it.
Oh, okay.
What we're doing right now in preparation for race season is panicking.
Yeah, so here's the thumbnail, if you guys didn't see it.
All right.
Oh, for us or?
Yep,
Oh.
these are our topics, everyone's.
Will
looking
Tyler
forward
hit
to.
second gear?
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Turbo Tim
Let's
has
put
way...
an over-under on that. Let's
He-
put a shot pool in. How many times will he miss second before he hits it?
Oh my god, you guys are brutal.
Has he missed it on this new transmission setup?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I thought the last time we went out that he got it.
And then the
I
axle
mean, he
blew up.
says that.
Tyler, if you're watching.
You can't break an axle in neutral, can you?
If anyone could.
Tyler, if you're watching, I tried for you, dude, but you're not here. You just gotta get obliterated. Sorry, dude.
Too bad.
Alright, let's see what the comments are saying. What's up, everybody? Hey, Noah. Hey, Connor. Will. Michael. Happy Friday.
Michael Bailey. Yeah, we're pulling his car in, I think, next week. Get
Okay.
started.
Finally.
What is he
Yeah.
Good.
Getting new engine. Gonna change around some tolerances and get it back together finally.
That's gonna be a sweet car. Michael's car is really nice.
We've been waiting on bearings for like 2 or 3 months, if I recall.
Yep.
I think we just got the right ones in like today.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting.
Noah says, nice new setup on the ATS, Ryan.
Thank you. For all the know, I'm still not convinced that 18s were the right choice. I don't know. They're lighter. They are lighter, and I do get it. I get the appeal.
I mean, I don't really have an opinion on the size, I guess, but I love the new wheel style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
such a good looking wheel.
okay. For those of you who don't know, I mean, this would be a sidebar, but evidently, I'm one of the only people here that likes F14s. Like Tim just does not like the F14s, which I don't
despise them
understand.
with all of my soul.
I don't.
you.
I think I think it's a good looking wheel for what it is. It's amazing. I like them.
They're just boring.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I loved the first F14 I ever saw.
You
And then
stop
it
bored
was
of them
like,
after
and
a
there's
while.
one, and there's one, and there's one, and there's one,
Yeah.
and there's one.
It does surprise me how many of those they sell compared to their other wheels.
that's their best looking wheel. Have you seen their other wheels? Sorry if you're watching.
I didn't
Not
know
a big
they
fan of
made
Monza.
different wheels for a while.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
I guess I haven't really looked at the other ones.
Yeah, they're. Well, no, Tyler has some Ford
Every
Stars.
Ford Star
yeah.
car in our shop, until Tyler got his wheels, was F14s.
That was 2. It was the drag setup in my car.
That's
Based
like
on
8
my
wheels.
sample size, I thought that was all they made.
No, actually, no. There's
That's a
3.
Ford Star.
Alan Mayles has that other Ford Star. You say you
And-
like that one.
I didn't know it was a Ford Star.
And my drag pack for my car. And
That's F14 we're
slash-
talking about.
Yeah, it's terrible.
They're not terrible. Get out of here.
Like, I'm going to paint them black.
Yeah,
I'm going to paint them black.
All right, guys. For the first time ever, you're going to see Ryan, Derek, and Tim Beek throw hands because black wheels are an abomination.
well, Kelly's off today, so
Yeah, no HR. Fantastic. So, guys, sorry, super opinionated stuff coming out. Black wheels are awful. They hide details of wheels, and you should never pick them because from a distance,
That's
it
why
looks
I
like
want to
you
do
pick them.
F14s.
Yep.
Paint F14s black.
No, F14s are a good-looking wheel. You are on crack cocaine, sir.
I will say the plasti dip we did on the Drag Sonic, I can't believe that's still on.
Yeah, it's solid.
No, it's peeling off as most plastic dip does.
It's like the whole center cap peeled off.
Yes, and part of the
I saw it, yeah.
part of the
You
look.
just spray more over it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Don't even pick the loose parts off.
I'm gonna stop talking because I'm about to get triggered so bad. Out doing owl stuff.
Why didn't you go with Advans like Snowball?
Connor, that is a good question because right now I was working on a budget. So I'm a very big proponent of rear wheels. I saved up for a very long time for the Advance on the Snowball. So that would have been a really good flex though. Also, unfortunately, Advent doesn't have a bunch of different sizes for what we were kind of looking for. Like they didn't really have, if memory serves, they have a plus 45 offset and then they have like a plus 23. And that would be it's not the right setup to maximize what the ATS wheel wells have to offer. So
Do you want to tell people how backwards you had to order your wheels?
Oh, yeah. So, for in preparation for this, because obviously just make the car a little lighter, a little more streamlined. 'Cause I'm kind of going back to an OEM Plus kind of setup on them. I reached out to Titan 7, and again, this kind of goes to like why I don't get why a lot of people say, "Oh, ZZP never answers. ZZP customer service is bad." I have emailed so many other companies that just never respond.
Yep.
Never, ever respond. I emailed Titan 7. And I emailed them like in the middle of the work week, and I didn't complain, didn't reach out back to them. But I waited 3 weeks before I even said anything back, and I heard absolutely nothing from them. Say, hey, this and this wheel, is there a way I can order this directly from you guys? But yeah, so I had to order. They didn't make the place I ordered the wheels from. Evasive Motorsports did not make the two offsets and sizes I needed in the same color, so I had to get bronze rears and black fronts. Have them stripped and then repowder coated. So it didn't work out too bad because I wanted to do that anyway.
Yeah.
It was quite the process, though.
It was. If they were both bronze, though, they would probably still be bronze.
That was a nice bronze. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I do agree 100% though. Like no other vendor that I've ever contacted responds as quick as we do.
Oh yeah.
None. I've contacted many vendors about
yeah.
parts for my ZZP or not ZZP cars, and nobody responds same frickin' day like we do most of the time.
Most times, if it's not same day, it's like a day after. Yeah, like I remember back in the day, I emailed StopTech. StopTech took 2 months to get back to me. I thought that was the standard.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, for most places, it really is. Like
Weeks is pretty typical.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's just one of those
crazy.
things that just never happens. But yeah, if I ever have the chance to slap some Advents on there to double flex, whew.
I'd love to get some Advance on my ATS-V, but yeah, they just don't have the spec combo I need.
Are they just super limited?
They do have one in the Advent GT.
It doesn't max my thing I want. I want like the full
yeah.
like 11.5 in the back.
Oh yeah,
You
it
know,
doesn't.
they
It
just-
doesn't max it, but it does give you. You can still run a 285 back there with it.
Yeah, I know you can do that, but I don't like over cramming tire
Over
on
tire,
wheel.
yeah. I get to you.
I don't
Just,
like
just
that.
throw Kyle's 315s back there.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be hard, but
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
But anyway, I mean, not to take away from Trevor's topic,
Yeah.
so I'll stop talking.
You got your new wheels. ATS daily driver duty. Tim, you want to talk about your new car?
Oh, well.
Get that out.
Probably
of the way?
the most cost-effective vehicle he's ever purchased.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
not the last 2 weeks, but
I bought, I guess we'll say the 001 spec base model.
yep.
So, got a $600 rust-free base model Cobalt.
That needed a brand new engine.
The
Yeah,
guinea pig.
need an engine. So I got an engine and put that in there along with all the basics, still the budget build. ZZP coilovers, rear sway bar. It had some Dookie exhaust, and so I figured I'd put our Ecotech Shorty header on it, 2.5-inch downpipe.
Why not
It's
a
on the
straight 3-inch?
Oh.
If you're going about that base
Please,
model
no,
life,
no.
No, I need
Please.
maximum power, like maximum power range.
Can you just encourage 1,000 people to go with
It's
full
got-
straight-inch 3-inch on their
yeah,
Dooku's?
It's got
go
a
make bad
catted,
choices.
a catted 2.5-inch downpipe, and I'm also going to put one of our cone restrictors on the exit of it. I was going to put it in the exhaust manifold, but I was like, I don't want to put that in front of the cat. So I'm going to put it post-cat, just to make it sound the best I can. because I do want to put an exhaust on it that will make some kind of noise, but I want it to sound good.
So stock muffler resonator and all that?
Right now, the catback is 100% stock,
Yeah.
but that won't stay there because I think the piping
heavy.
is 1 5/8 inch, or I don't know. It's something very, very tiny.
Just under 2. It is
Yeah.
just under 2.
It's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
1 7/8 maybe then. But yeah, it'll have like probably our ZZP 2.5 on it. You know, it's stainless and thin wall and whatnot.
So, guys, just to reference, Tim bought the first spec base model, according. He's going to see if anyone else steps up to the plate to do it.
Yep.
And it was $600. And
You know it's a race car when the engine costed twice as much as the car.
literally, no,
So
over almost 3 times more, didn't it?
The exhaust hasn't gone on yet, right?
No, there's no exhaust. It's just stock exhaust.
We appreciate you.
the-
I was just thinking you might be a lot better off if you did double short resonators instead of that cone
Oh,
in terms of power and get it to sound better.
Is there room for 2?
Oh, yeah.
Small
For the short ones, so you have, like, for instance, the main tunnel goes like through the middle part of the car. You can fit probably 3 if you just bam, put it back together. So.
And there's something about that 3-chamber design that it, like those being half the length of the full size one, they still do like 85% of the sound deadening. So
Yeah.
2 of those you could fit in almost the same spot, and I would expect it to be quite a bit quieter.
and we could keep them up front for the better weight bias. One thing I do want to play around with is if you put the muffler on the back or if the muffler's towards the front and how it affects the sound. Maybe you put a cone restrictor on the tailpipe and then that keeps the noise in, because I know like the angle of the cut of the tip changes the sound and like where the muffler is changes the sound. So I just don't want to have that Honda fart can sound. Like if
Yeah.
noise is coming out, which I do want to hear it, because I will say like Tyler's car when he's on road course is not loud enough to me.
Have you
because
heard it with the new exhaust on it though? The new exhaust is not quiet.
No, it
I
definitely had the old exhaust.
Yeah, here with the new one, it sounds
Because
pretty
when
good.
you see a car on road course, it sucks when it's silent. I want to hear the exhaust. I just don't want it I don't want it hurting my ears, and I don't want it loud. But I have to hear it.
I could totally shout out a few people who we know of our road course friends that have cars that just straight pipe.
I
Call 'em out.
hate it.
I
so
don't want
much.
to. I don't want to make anyone upset, but it's,
They know who they are.
It's a few of them that just do not sound good, and they are not losing any time for putting something quiet on the car.
Austin's G37 or whatever, or Z or
370Z.
370Z.
Big
Austin
arrow
hurdles.
one.
Yeah, he
No,
had that.
that's not the big arrow one.
Oh no!
Austin,
Oh,
yeah.
that one
That
sounds
one is-
worse.
Oh, that one
I
hurts me.
think that one was there
It was.
that day I came out. It was so loud.
It's
And
the
not
worst-
good sound.
The worst sounding car at the track. Yeah, no matter who's there, it's the worst sounding car
Like
at the track.
you're in the stands and he's the furthest corner away, and it sounds
still
like
hear it.
Like he's right there.
Yeah.
And it's super loud, and it sounds slow because there's no power.
It's
So
the,
it's like-
it's the
but-
painful loud too.
Yeah.
Like there's knives in your
What's
eardrums.
crazy is I know why we're giving it crap because it doesn't sound good, but it's still fast.
That is that's the coolest car at the track.
Yeah,
But it's the worst sounding car at the track.
for sure.
I mean, that dude, I
don't
can't
know.
imagine the hours he has into the arrow. On
I
that thing.
don't know, man. I think all of the 370s and 350s that are straight pipe there sound pretty equally bad.
Okay, yeah.
I
They
don't
sound
know.
bad.
Like Austin's car, I think Austin's car sounds a little worse.
Yeah, he had the Tomei titanium exhaust on it.
Oh, that had an exhaust on it. It's
Yup,
still that
and
loud?
it broke off one of the times he was racing, so he was racing straight piped as well. But I think it sounded equally bad, like both ways.
What's crazy is, so I don't know if you guys remember back in the day. Sorry to go off on a tangent, guys, but VQs
This
were-
podcast is just an hour and a half tangent.
fair enough.
That's the goal.
But VQs used to be known for sounding really good. Like it was
Well-
the best sounding V6, but I think everyone's just straight piping them and taking them all like the crap exhaust now, so they get the trombone sounds. But they were known when they came out, like, wow, that's a good sounding
Yeah.
V6.
It always goes wrong when people say these engines sound so good you can't make them sound bad. And then
Somebody
they figure it
finds
out.
a way to make
Yeah.
them
There's
sound
some kid somewhere. I remember it was the first time I ever did this. Henry and I were leaving work, and he had his 350Z. This is like 10 years ago, maybe longer. And I rolled the window down because he was next to me and he was just driving and I was just listening to his car because that thing sounded so freaking good.
Yeah.
And I get back to work the next day and I'm like, Henry, what exhaust do you have on that? He's like, my muffler's just rusted out. And I'm like, what? Like his blown out stock muffler 350Z sounded amazing.
Yeah.
It wasn't loud though.
Yeah.
It was just louder than stock.
Yeah. And this is why when you guys email us for, exhaust suggestions, we're going to be very honest. Not a little very honest. We're going to be very honest.
Yeah.
Because it's...
So if you
like
have
our 2.5-inch exhaust for the LSJ Cobalt. That sounds amazing.
Sounds pretty good.
Yep.
Put it on my kids, 2006 Cobalt, and it sounds great.
Yeah, it sounds great. But then when people make the mistake of, we get no muffler and no res pipe, so it's just really a 3-inch pipe that comes out or a 2-inch pipe that comes out of the back. And sorry, LSJ guys, same with 300 guys. Guys, these cars don't sound good when you do that. The best sounding supercharged LSJ you can get.
And our mufflers are designed to not suck power out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The best you can do is have a cat in the downpipe, a resonator, and a muffler.
Yep.
That's the best way that an LSJ supercharged can sound good. The other mod to make it sound really good is to make a power and make a turbo, put a turbo on it. That will make it sound much better.
Well, you can
the
miss
only-
intake too.
Oh well,
the
that's on
blower
the
to
front.
fine.
I mean, that's on the front end. We're talking about the back end.
You got to have the ratio right.
Yes, I agree. I agree. You have to have either the throttle body noise if you're NA or the blower whine. Like you've got to hear the exhaust and that.
That's fair.
Now, I'm going to say something unpopular. I don't think you need the ratio because this blower can be loud as anything you ever want it to be.
Really? Because you found T51R YouTube videos and couldn't walk straight.
Okay, did you hear what I just said? I'm saying the blower line can be as loud as you want it to be. That's okay. That's good. The exhaust
what
sound
you're saying.
cannot be as loud as you want. You don't have the ratio.
Okay, I'm with you.
The front part can be as loud as it wants to.
So
That's what I'm
you're
saying.
just putting a lower limit on the ratio.
Correct.
The same with turbos. The turbo can be as loud
Turbo
as
can be as loud as it wants to. Your blower, your turbo can be as loud as you want them to be.
And
Well, that's what we should do on the Snowball. We should just run no filter and put 2 playing cards in the turbo.
Ryan took off his headphones and left.
His helmet.
Yeah, so the Sane Asylum, it's worth the wait. I'm sorry. We're working on it. Manufacturing, we are booked. We have work orders. I think we're over 50 work orders for manufacturing. And that's 50 products, not just 50 back
Yeah,
orders
that's not
of
50
random
things. That's 50 lists of things.
Yeah. But it is very worth the wait because the sonic exhaust sounds amazing. That we were lucky enough to have an engine that has a good sound by itself. So it made our job easy. So, sorry.
I'm excited
that.
for the new catback we have in the works too.
Yeah. Are we talking about that? I think we probably talked about that before.
I don't know. Might as well.
I mean, might as well drop the ball. We are coming out with a 3-inch sonic catback. However, please everybody hear this. If you don't need it, don't buy it. The 2.5, the standard sonic exhaust, if all you're going to do is a V3 in full bolt-ons, that exhaust flows fine and sounds the best. The 3-inch is a little louder, but that's for the guys that want to run our Z04 that's coming out here shortly or a larger turbo.
Everyone just heard 3 inches off. No muffler,
no resonator.
no resonator. That's exactly what everyone else just heard.
Oh, man. You are so right.
But then they'll buy the muffler and resonator, so
Yeah, later.
I guess.
So we should probably talk about race season and goals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some stuffs.
Al, we haven't hit you yet.
Honey Badger does have half a cage. It needs much more cage before I send it on its next adventure.
Well, Al, how about you talk about that? What is the next adventure and the next maybe final iteration of the Honey Badger? And what are you doing?
Let's not use the word final because we've done that before, and it was not accurate. Currently, we are switching to air-water intercooler and a 2-stage compound setup. Big turbo, little turbo. Really, really wanted to do twins in the front and then a single high pressure, but just couldn't make it work with the routing. Plus, we had this 9180 sitting here just getting dusty. So, okay, do big and small like the normal setup. And it's going to be
normal.
Yeah, like normal compound. But it will be intercooled with ice water between each stage, so that it has the best chance at making the most power possible. I expect it to be in the mid 900s. Seems reasonable.
That's
I mean,
real
do you have
close to
Do you have a life
Potential.
insurance policy?
I do. I slid
Okay,
that bar all the way up. But yeah, I just got new injectors last week, the 520-pound Fuel Tech injectors. So hopefully the last ones I ever have to buy, because I don't want to buy those again.
Buy once, cry once.
You know, what was it? Minority Report, I think, the movie where when you crash the car, it fills the car with foam and you have to, like, break yourself out. Like, I really thought that we would be at that point by now. That's what Honey Badger needs. We just need that thing to explode with spray foam on the inside.
Expando foam.
Just expando foam if you start losing it.
But
and then you're
Tim,
safe.
that would add 0.001 weight.
That would add weight.
That would add weight, and Al doesn't care about that. He'd rather just explode.
Just need a sunroof and a parachute.
That too. Okay, so Honey Badger's on its way, and does Honey Badger have any goals this year?
Going real fast.
Oh man, that'd be cool if that wasn't an arbitrary number. Like, come on, dude.
So the goal is
There you
200. 200 in a standing half mile.
Okay.
There's only two,
Tim, that was demolition.
maybe
Yeah,
three
everyone
front-wheel
knew
drive
the
cars that have done it.
Okay.
The Civic and
Yes,
the
Shane, one of the
Integra?
reasons I bought the 520s is because they have enough room that I can run M1. They're good for 1,300 on M1. But not quite ready to make that jump yet. We're going to keep her on E98 for now. But that's definitely a possibility. That's why I bought what I did.
Jesus Christ.
So-
My bad on the movie correction. It's Demolition Man. Thanks, guys.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I saw it over there.
Um,
Now, all right, so that's the main thing.
what
and then,
about what Shane just said?
That's what I just talked
he was just
about.
talking about Tim?
I was thinking.
Come on, bro.
But yeah, that's why I bought the giant injector, so I have enough room for that.
My bad.
But the delivery side of it gets kind of pricey, and I've got other things that I need to worry about for this season. And it can make 900 plus on the E98. That's not an issue. But one of the advantages of switching to the air-to-water intercooler is then I can completely seal off the front for better aerodynamics.
Oh. I didn't think about that.
So that was
Fully
one of
seal
the
front.
one of the contributing factors of why I decided to make that switch.
So now,
Makes
so 200 in the standing half mile. What about, do you have any more quarter miles?
I'm gonna run it in the quarter, whatever it does, it'll do. I mean,
That's just fun.
yeah, it was built for half mile, and the 1.2 in that Regal F40 is not great for
Nope.
quarter miles. So
Nope.
I'd like to get deeper into the tens. I mean, which it should.
10's chopping 150 or 160 or so.
Yeah, last year my last pass of the season was a 10.9 at 139.
And what kind of power did it make this season, for those that don't know?
Most it ever dynoed was 743.
My Grand Prix ran a 10.9 at 125. That would have been a neat race.
That would have been like a reenactment of my half mile runs. So
That's
yeah, there's a lot of short track work to do. That last 10.9 I ran was
Mitchell,
Point-
yes, that's the one he's
it
talking
was a
about.
2 second slower, or no, 1 second slower 60 foot than my first 10.9. The track was so bad. So that's why I was 139 out the back end, but still only ran a 10.9.
Pretty good. So, I mean, so overall, it sounds like the Honey Badger has a good amount of things that are coming for it this year. Hopefully, seeing as it's kind of the season that you kind of haven't really started. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Miles has gone 200, and
said
I
that
know there's an
already.
Integra in Germany.
Putting the pressure
That
on. I
one,
like
Yeah,
it.
I know. I mean, I say, Al, stay as late as you need. We'll come help. I'll lock up for you. Like,
Yeah. I'm definitely going to have to start putting in the Saturdays on it. But just with life changes that have gone on lately,
That makes sense.
like I do want to get the car done sooner rather than later.
it'll happen though.
But like the specific thing this car is built for, and looking at it from the outside, it looks like such a waste in some ways, because like I do all this work for like one specific event every single year.
Literally
but,
one.
but that's the important one, and it's not till August. So like
You have time.
I can't just keep pushing it off, but recently there's been a lot of other priorities I needed to take care of, and so the car just kind of had to wait for a little bit.
Balance is very important. That's something that we can all learn from. Balance. So, while we all do life cars and stuff like that, life stuff happens, and sometimes you got to put it on the back burner for a little
But
bit.
I think, fingers crossed, and I'm probably screwing this up now, but I think the snow is finally gone.
No
You
kidding.
just messed it up.
It started snowing now.
Yeah, like the moment you said that.
So, but yeah, the clock's ticking. Got to get back on that.
Yep, it'll happen.
You're done with the part stacking though. The injectors were the last piece of the puzzle.
Everything has been ordered. Not everything is here.
You got cage material, injectors.
Got the new fuel cell. I'm gonna have to get some fittings and stuff for the intercooler system, and I got to figure out where I'm putting the radiator because where I thought I was gonna put it is a lot smaller than the spot I had in my head. So we'll figure that out.
Cool. Sweet. All right, Tim Beek. So I know you mentioned spec base model, but you have a bunch of other really cool cars, like 17 other cool cars that you can work with, specifically naming your Kappa that you're not super in love with.
You got to go
and
through
then
all of them from favorite to least favorite.
Oh, man.
No, how about this? All right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We can only do currently owned vehicles because if he does all of them, we're gonna be here until 9 o'clock.
All right, so Tim, let's talk about your ATS-V. So let's talk about what's going on with the ATS-V stuff and kind of what's your plan for that.
Stock turbo, 9 seconds.
Okay.
So 9's on stock turbo. That'll be cool.
Stick.
Yeah.
Yep, it's ran a 10.3 so far, and it's still the fastest manual tranny HSV. So I'd like to get that into the 9s on the manual tranny, and I don't know if anybody's going to touch that or get close to that.
Yep.
Since that record is like over 2 years old now, I think.
I wondered about that. Are the manual trains V guys just not even trying?
No, they are trying,
It's
but
the clutch. As soon as you have like a very expensive part to replace to be able to race, then people just stop. And what I will say is ATS-V customers are super ADD. As soon as there's a big hurdle, they just sell the car off and move on to the next V8 platform.
I've seen a few of those.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of stealing. But yeah, I mean, I can see both sides for sure. Like the auto car's 60-foot really good. 60-foot like 1.3, 1.4. So manual cars will be challenging to do that, but I think the first 9 manual will be a really cool one to do.
It's actually been a life dream of mine since I was a kid.
Nice.
Like it's something I have said before, like since I've been a car guy, and I wanted to own a single-digit manual tranny car.
Nice.
And like it ran 10.3 on the stock clutch, and the clutch was totally I got one 10.3 out of it, and like a bunch of 10.5s, and they got slower as the clutch slipped more. So,
well then
we'll get some 980s or 990s out of it. I want to do some half mile stuff this year. I don't even know what my goal is. I know I ran like.
The goal is to keep up.
It's not going to keep up with. It's not keeping up with the honey badger.
Hey! It is if you clip the rear end of that motherfucker.
Just spray it.
That's gonna be hard because I'm gonna get the jump on him, and he's gonna be going by so fast.
I'm gonna
be
make
hard to
sure
swerve over there.
I'm gonna make sure you're on the exhaust dump side.
Hey. Okay. All right. Strategy meeting real quick. Easy mode. When you take off after him, swerve in front of his lane, and every time he tries to go around, you just follow him.
Okay. Because I can steer.
Have you seen my car? I will run straight into the back of that.
But
your car doesn't weigh enough to make my car move. I'll just be like,
true.
what was that?
Did I hit a bump?
we're gonna say, Tim, because what you can do too, he won't hit 200 miles an hour if he's trying to ram you in your rear.
We both gonna hit 200 miles an hour.
We're just pushing. Just
Shake and bake, brother. Shake and bake.
Slam on the brakes hard enough.
Yeah. So I don't know, over 170 in the half mile in the ATS-V.
Yeah.
I don't know if the stock turbos can do that. If I swap back to the Zonas, the Zonas are on Michael Bailey's car. If I switch back to our kit, which we've had my Zonas on order for like over 3 months. But
that reminds me of something I was gonna. And this
if we
is
switch back, then I would say I should be able to beat 170 pretty easily. But
like minor tangent, but related to what you just said. That I have a real fear that this backlog of parts is just going to be permanent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like car builds are going to be a 2-year plan from here on out. Just because of trying to get stuff in. Like all over the Facebook groups, I see people can't get ECUs, people can't get PDMs, people can't get the injectors they need. Turbos are back ordered from almost every company unless you're a sponsored racer. Like it's bad.
Once again, like people complain about a few week wait from us sometimes.
Dude, we're waiting longer than that for our stuff.
Yeah. So
I do find it funny how you said about sponsors. That I have seen that a couple times where it's like, oh yeah, this person's back ordered 6 months, but then you see one person get one, and you're like, oh, thanks. Like,
Yeah.
Because I know you get calls all the time, like, oh, I know this is out of stock. Do you have one laying around? Like, we don't.
Yeah.
No,
we don't.
it
know
would
that.
be in stock if we had one.
Yeah.
Literally be in stock.
Yeah, we try our hardest. I mean, we want to sell parts. That's what keeps us
Yeah.
employed. But, if we can't get it, we can't get it.
For sure.
The Z04 turbos, we were promised them, I think months ago at this point.
Yeah.
It was just, when you need a freaking turbine housing cast, it takes a long time.
Nathan Sanchez. Oh, hey, by the way, guys, Nathan is one of the guys I played in Super Smash Brothers. So it took many rounds. Let's call you out, Nathan. Took many rounds, but he actually got me in. He beat me in a set, and his brother actually beat me quite a few times.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he beat me like a lot.
I
And
hope
then his
you
other
guys
friend-
understand how much it's hurting him to admit this.
No, it's not. I thought it was funny. I played him,
and he's
a few-
lying right now too.
I played him the next day with me and my other friends too.
Yeah, because you wanted to win.
I did come back and beat Nathan the next day. I did.
He stayed up all night.
and I did beat his brother.
He,
No, I
he
fight
didn't
his
sleep. He just laid there.
brother. Like, what
staring
could I
at
have
the
done
ceiling,
different? What could I have done different?
Sipping on
I
Monster.
didn't know it was possible. All right. Somebody beat you finally.
But no, yeah. So I still challenge more people. Come face me in Smash Bros. I love playing.
Ryan the Derek does bleed.
Yeah.
What character did they use?
Well, Nathan used like 17 bajillion characters. He used like 10 different ones. So
He just keeps cycling through them
Yeah.
until he found one that worked.
And then he did. He found one that worked, but I learned it. I got the download on him. So I got the download and I figured it out. So his brother used a few different characters too. I'm a kind of odd. I'm like a one trick. I stick with one and stay on one. So, yeah, but yeah, it was very fun. Nathan, to answer your question, manual sub ATSVs and stuff. It kind of depends on what you're doing. If you're looking for overall drag time, street race and stuff, I would say that the autos are faster because they're going to be more consistent. They're going to shift faster, et cetera, et cetera. Now, for fun factor and stuff like that, the manuals can be a little different. Like my car is a manual, Tim's car is a manual. There are definitely times where I'm like, I am so sick of this transmission right now. Give me a 8-speed auto, call it a day. There are times. But
My only gripe with the newer transmissions is the number of gears. I'm not saying we have to go back to 2, as much as I would like that.
Jesus Christ.
But
Ethan, think
for a daily driver, like
Ethan, no.
when Noah and I took Tyler's Camaro to PA, I hated it because anytime you were in town, it was just constantly shifting, and it was never where I thought it should be.
There's no need for more than 6, in my opinion.
No,
Like, the 8s are just full terrible. Like, when I
it's
saw
not
that...
a pleasing car guy sound either. I want to hear the car run through the gears,
Yeah,
not just
I agree.
blah 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 blah.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I don't think it's different than what we're used to. We're used to like 6 as a max.
Well, I mean, I don't mind it banging gears if you're going from $8,000 to 6 and back up in that little window.
Yeah, I said, but like for performance wise, can't really beat it.
No, and they shift insanely fast.
Yeah, they shift fast, and think about it, you are never out of power band. So in the ZZP 16th mile, we have a little strip behind the building. There were 2 cars that beat me. 2 cars, and neither of them were 6 speeds. If memory serves, right, Tim?
That's true.
Was it the E550 wasn't a 6-speed, was it? It was
I think it
7
was
speed.
7, yeah.
Yeah, a 7-speed and Tyler's 8-speed. Those are the only 2 cars that beat the Regal.
That's funny.
in that one. Really, they really were.
And Tyler wasn't even launching it good.
No, he wasn't. He fucking just brr, 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 brr.
To your point, Al, I just thought of this. And recently, I've made the same switch with manual cars. I prefer 5 speeds around town than 6.
Yeah.
See,
I can see the gearing with that. Being,
my parents, when I let them drive my Sonic, they're like, you have to shift too much. And I'm like, but I like that. Like, I like a 6-speed.
All the extra shifting.
Like, I kind of want, like, a vet. I want to drive a... Well, I don't want a vet. Sorry.
Why
Let me
not?
rephrase. I want
Why-
to drive a
what?
vet with that 7-speed manual.
I'm gonna say yes. Like that's
I want to drive a vet with a 7-speed manual.
Yeah.
I just want to feel
I
what
would
it's like.
to.
But I know vets they have like a 7-speed manual and can still do like 100 in first gear, if I recall.
But like,
It's not 100.
you have the choice though. Like, if you're driving that car, you could go 1.357.
Yeah, you could.
Whereas,
But I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm driving Tyler's car, and it's just blah 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 blah.
I mean, I can skip gears, but I never do. Like in the Sonic, I'm in 6th gear by 45 miles an hour. Like
Yeah.
I don't miss a gear either, and I know you don't either.
I know. And what's
He
that's
no
crazy.
lifts it too.
Well, Tim, because
Can't no lift a Sonic.
you and I,
Tyler already taught us that.
Tyler,
Stop it, Tim. He's already dead.
He's supposed to be
Tim,
on vacation.
when and that's like. Because you and I, like, we don't really beat on our cars normally by the day either. Like, we get in the top gear, and that's kind of it.
I hope Tyler's on the plane right now, just walking to the emergency exit.
Guys are weird. But quickly, no, 10-speed, same thing. Like the Z01s or 10-speeds, dude, those things do stupid fast 60-foots, and they just, they just outshift the crap out of you. They're always in power band. They never lose out of power
I
band.
understand
Nathan.
it. I appreciate what they are. I just don't want a daily one.
Nathan, your 6L45 is actually better than the 8-speed. Like, I like the 6-speed auto ATS over the 8-speed auto ATS, like, hands down.
Yep.
That 8-speed tranny is a notchy, bangy, clunky piece of crap. It's not comfortable at all. Like, I don't understand how the manufacturer has gone backwards with transmissions. They are worse than they used to be, like many years ago, in my opinion.
Well, is it all fuel mileage?
Yeah, it's all fuel mileage. So remember,
It's just clunky and bangy, though. Like, hop in a 3800 Grand Prix, and that tranny shifts amazing. It just needs one more gear.
So,
like, the 4-speed's
yeah.
terrible. If it was a 5, it would be amazing.
you have to remember, the GTPs and the Grand Prix, those are the top-level cars of that time, right? So
Yes.
what we do got to remember, guys, again, it's not a diss, but the
I
2
see what
liter
you're saying.
ATS is the economy car.
Yep.
That's why, for instance, when me and Tim racing our
But what about the ATS-V with that same 8-speed tranny? I mean, it's a variant, but it's the same. It
I thought it
drives
was better.
equally terrible.
I thought it was better.
Oh, it's terrible. It's notchy, clunky. The converter lockup stuff is stupid. Like,
I mean, it's GM still using converter lockup stuff instead of dual clutch.
Yeah, I mean, what I was saying is if I was doing a straight line car, ATS-V, yes, probably would stick with the auto.
Speaking of
But
that, we have
driving
one.
would not.
Oh yeah, I would do that all day. Speaking of which, we have another one. Matt Meekoff has we got a red ATS-V sedan in house right now that we're going to be probably doing some pretty big stuff with fairly soon.
I am excited to see that.
One thing I'm hoping Matt was talking about, he doesn't want the seats in them. I want those Recaros because I want to make my car OEM plus. Put those seats in there. Have my heated seats back.
Might as well.
I would be.
Is the seats in wallpaper car not?
Well,
anything
the
great?
issue with
they're okay.
I love them.
I like them too.
Trevor, you're
I fit in anything, though.
0.45 owls.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's why you love them.
I like them too, but the issue is we have them on the electric sliders, so they sit up. So like
Yeah.
the ceiling of the car is right here.
Yeah.
Like it's that like putting a helmet on, ever trying to get on any sort of road course or anything. I had to sit like this at one point while I'm driving because I couldn't get my helmet in the car in there. It was awful.
I do
Also,
remember
I
that.
don't mind them if you can't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also I like sitting low because I think it looks cool, so you can only see someone's head. So I miss that desperately. I desperately miss that.
Right.
We could still take the power sliders out. I've been telling you this.
Nah, I like the V seats idea.
Yeah, they are heavier, but again, it'll be a nice OEM plus and
60.
heat.
That car's not
5
exactly on a
pounds
diet
apiece.
eat anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I mean, it's a full weight street car, and that's why the people that talk shit about coming to beat me.
Full
I'm
weight.
like, yeah. Well, no, it's funny because the people that come to talk to beat me have full gutted shitbox race cars. Excuse me, I'll put a thing in there.
You are so far behind.
Yeah, you're at least 3 behind.
Have I?
Maybe not.
I mean,
3,
you
but-
started off the podcast with one.
Oh yeah, that wasn't fair. I didn't know we were online yet. Okay, so we talked about your V, Tim. Talked about Matt's ATS-V. We have your Kappa, which you have a love-hate relationship with.
Which he also
Yeah.
has a V with.
I mean, the Kappa that car is stupid fast. It's got the Powell suspension on it, which I'm going to try it compared to our ZZP coilovers. We'll see how it stacks up. But I took fastest time of the day at one
Front's
of the
on
biggest.
front, rear's on rear.
Yeah, Yeah, they were labeled wrong. But Joey, our mechanic, figured that out. But that car is stupid fast on a road course. Mm-hmm. I just hate the car itself, I guess.
Which I don't get.
It's, I can't explain it.
It's a
I
race
can't
car.
explain it.
It's just a race car.
Yeah, I've never sat in a Kappa and ever liked it. So, I mean, it's just me, because people that own Kappas love them. Mm-hmm. I just hate mine and every other one I sit in. Mm-hmm. But they are stupid fast. That car has a ton of potential.
For unlimited class.
Yeah.
Get everything out of it.
That's true.
Unlimited class is a bajillion dollars. Stop. You're trolling. Okay.
But, like, you didn't build the car to be comfortable.
No.
Like, Honey Badger, get me out after I make a pass.
Mine's not that bad, I
am
suppose.
in a very safe, secure, good field of view position. I can hit the pedals. I can shift right. It is not comfortable.
The Honey Badger is a very uncomfortable place to be.
Yeah.
I don't even like putting GoPros in it.
Now, see, that is where, like, I think that's it, because I think I'm more of, like, the street guy around here. Like, to me, like, I want to have a full, nice, like, snowball level build, and I want to drive it. I want to go places with it. I want to go on the street and, like I guess, like, cars that, like, and again, this shows the diversity at ZZP, but I don't want a car that I only go to drive strip back. Like,
I agree.
See,
100%.
I have completely transitioned into wanting one of both complete opposites of each other. I am completely checked out on the fast street car thing.
I love.
What?
Oh, I'm 100% still in on that.
And Noah Hammock is asking.
Yeah, no, I saw you ask that earlier. Maybe. I've kind of been working on one on the side. I have some 3D prints. If you want to see more pictures, message me on Instagram.
Plague Designs.
Could possibly
like,
be a product, but
we'll
see.
The Z04 on the Blue Turd on the 85 is as fast as I need.
That is a fun car.
It's a fun car.
But I want to take that car and put it on bags and put underglow on it.
You're talking my language.
Whoa.
You're talking my language.
It surprises me.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because
but that's the thing. It's like, why not?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a slow
like
street
it.
car. Just,
Yeah, like I don't know, like
I'm not against it. I'm just surprised.
I've always wanted a bag car.
Yeah.
now see, like for me, nothing gets me more in its own right. So I get super excited when I see other like really highly built cool cars driving on the street. Like to me, that's like that's one of the pinnacles. Like I remember coming like from Week Fest or other car like big car shows. That moment afterwards, when you're cruising home and there's a bunch of other like super top tier high end built cars, that's so cool to me.
When you get the little nod.
Yeah, when you get the nod, people give you a thumbs up and stuff as you're driving
I think
by.
part of what finally built up to the point that I got to where I'm at now is that for years I daily drove the Ion at a non-streetable level.
Yeah, that will make it not fun.
So for years I had a really fast car that I could never really drive fast unless I felt like risking jail.
Yeah.
Well, you always
or
say
doing
when you drive
60 to 100.
a blower LSJ. You say you love it driving that on the street.
Yeah.
I will say there is a too fast. I even say snowball, like to really beat on it and to really race
Too
on
fast
itself.
for the platform.
I wouldn't say too fast.
Because like
for-
600
Yeah.
in an ATSV is usable on the street.
Yes.
Agreed.
So,
Yeah, I can see that.
that's different. It's not so much I only want 250 horse. Just I don't want to have. I want to be able to drive the car at its limit. Anytime.
Yeah. Which is on on any of our Delta test cars with open dump waste gates and full T3 build stuff. You can do it for a little bit, but like there's at a certain point you're like, man, it's like it's a thing. It's like
But see,
it's a commitment getting in this car. Like for instance, Tim, to do a quick pull an HSV, that's it. You downshift and go.
I was actually just going to talk about that. Like one thing that sucks about having a high horsepower,
Four-cylinder.
daily driver car, let's say, is that it just turns your let off speed up.
Yes.
So it's like I'm going to use me as an example. So you're in an ATSV, and now like if I'm in my Sonic, I punch it and I let off at 70, maybe 80 miles an hour at total max. Like I don't know if that car's even been over 100.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I don't think I've had my Sonic over 100. But my ATSV, like I don't think I've floored it and let off at less than 100 before.
Yeah.
Like it's just
When you make
it
that
happens
much like that.
Yeah.
yeah, it happens like that. So it's like the human brain has this timer of like I have to be at full throttle for X amount of seconds.
I have to fill my fun tank.
Like when my ATS-V was 800 wheel horsepower, like I wasn't letting off before a $140 any time, but it was only a couple seconds.
Yeah, it was. You were literally doing a gear and a shift, and you were probably at like that.
Yeah, I mean it's a manual, so I mean you're cranking gears, but
Right,
if
but
it
like
wasn't,
you have to plan ahead.
yeah,
When you go out with that car, you have to be aware of your surroundings and look at what you're doing and make sure that the weather's good and the tires are warm.
and it
blah, blah,
literally
blah, blah, blah.
takes some of the fun out of it.
Right. The
Yeah.
blue turd, if I'm driving home, I just like, I'm going to get on 131, hit the cloverleaf, peg that thing all the way to the carpet, rip for 5 seconds, and
Yep.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Hey, no,
That's
yes,
fun.
my car is still a LNF. Yes, it is still LNF.
Yeah, we had to pull the 3800 back out.
Yes. Okay. Oh my God.
Unfortunately.
Some
The
people
amount of-
still believe it.
Yeah, the amount of people that actually believe that we were swapping that into my car is why I'm so upset that you posted that. For full clarification, I am so upset about that post.
He was legit mad for a little bit.
I was like, oh my God,
If we
I
could
need
have
new
found
friends.
like a clean one with like the belts on it and accessories,
God.
That would have been even
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. Yep, Shane, you were very right. HSV going on the on ramp is definitely 120. Like you just get so
Yeah.
much faster. Like, and someone just said it. You driving a slow car fast.
Slow car fast, yeah.
Yep.
The Spark, my Chevy Spark, which is the greatest car to ever exist. My 5-speed manual. I was going to Corvettes. I'm like, let's get it. Downshift to third. Let's go,
Right.
homeboy.
But like, I think that's it. I think that's why I've made that switch, is because I want my daily driver to be able to be driven at its potential.
You know what you guys would like? It's called let me think of it.
Don't.
Spec base model.
Oh, yes. Okay. There comes a line. Your car still has to be cool. Okay.
So that brings up a point.
My cars could look real cool with the snowball bumper on it this weekend.
This is news to me. Oh. Okay, well, I'm burning his car to the ground.
So I
Fast do you have
mentioned
to go to use the arrow?
Oh my God.
faster than Ryan.
Yeah.
That bumper's got too much aero for that base model.
It's just gonna blow the struts through the hood.
Oh, so actually, that's what because Shane Hatfield used to have ATS-V. You just got a Model 3, and
Yep.
the Teslas are really fun to beat on very easily. But no, someone asked Lou, look above that. What do you guys daily drive? So why don't we go around the table? Al, what do you daily drive?
The crappy cars.
That's why earlier Shane said 1 speed for life, and I was like, what is he talking
Tesla.
about? Yeah, Tesla.
Oh, what you say the crappy cars? It's like you rotate so much.
Yeah, I just rotate around.
Yeah.
I don't really care that much what I'm driving as long as it goes.
My daily summer driver is my ATS, my 2-liter ATS. In the winter, I drive around in one of the red Sonics. I drive around the Tesla Model 3 sometimes too, which the Model 3 spoils me, and I really enjoy driving that.
Yeah, in summertime, I like driving the Blue Sonic as much as I can, just because it is a fun car. It's an R&D car, so the whole point is to get miles put on it. But we also trade it around here and there.
Yep.
And let other people get a chance to have fun with it.
Yeah, man, the freaking Model 3 is a stoplight king.
Yeah, I
will get-
imagine.
Like I have done, like I kind of dare people to do stuff a lot. Like in that car, I get real ballsy when I'm driving off. Well, no, I raced a supercharged Jeep SRT8, and I was slow on the hit because I didn't think he was gonna punch me. But then he punched me. Oh crap! And I caught up, and I just started like passing him. And it was
That
great.
is what's nice about the Tesla is that, like all of them, even my wife's new long range, which is stupid fast, probably still a 10-second car.
Yeah.
You can take off from a traffic light and just keep a nose on them, and no matter what, if they just punch it, you have immediate
Yeah.
torque. Like
Yeah. There's no waiting.
It's
Yeah.
great. It's amazing.
But I daily drive my my Sonic on rainy days and my ATS-V on nice days. So I go between those two, and the Sky is just I don't want to put insurance on it, so it's still just sitting.
In this nice new garage.
And then the base model's not even legal because I just bought it. I need to get that legal so I can actually drive it a little bit.
He's gonna drive it. So
He's gonna be taking Dixie corners at 60.
no. Tim is gonna
Well,
drive that
try.
thing one day and realize, oh, this is a race car only. This is.
It might be. But I figure it wasn't a bad move because
it's not a bad
it's a 30 mile per gallon car with gas prices at $4.30 a gallon, whatever they are.
sure.
Geez, Zoom, the owner of ZZP, sent us pictures of gas prices being like over $6 a gallon in California.
Yep.
So it's like I figure, hey, this base model is a good deal. The thing's rust free.
Yeah.
It's it's just scuzzy dirty. So I'll clean that because you guys know I can't handle that. But it'll be a nice car. I'll do the SS bumpers and skirts.
I'm experienced with power washing the insides of cars.
It's almost there. Like it is scuzzy.
Pretty bad.
But yeah, it's a 30 mile per gallon car that I might drive more often. I don't know. The Sonic, I do love the Sonic though. Sonic is like hands down my favorite like daily driver car.
Yep.
It's fun.
Hop in and go, hand the keys to anyone.
And then my truck gets like 9 miles per gallon, so I'll pretty
When
much
coasting.
never drive that.
A3 is a mystery. Just to quickly answer your question, you only need HP tuner standard to tune your 15 LTG, along with we sell an OBD2 AEM gauge you can plug in, and the tuner can read your wideband from there. So get that one. Make sure to put an O2 bung in your downpipe and put it in there. So
Yeah, have me remote tune it and like import that into your channels, and yes.
So Trevor, what do you daily drive?
I daily drive my 2012 Mitsubishi Ralliart, Wish.com Evo.
For now, until it breaks again.
Well, yeah,
Sell it while it's running.
as of today. But I drive it all year. I love it. I need a cool car in the winter.
I refuse to
I
understand.
can't do a S-Box in the snow.
I don't get it. Like I will
Just
say,
because the Echo's rare doesn't mean it isn't an S box.
Well, yeah, but that car doesn't get driven in the winter.
Oh, okay. I drove my Sonic all through the winter.
I don't know. Like
The Echo's old, so it rusts.
in-
These new cars don't.
Okay.
in the winter,
Yeah.
I don't need a cool car. You can't do anything. You guys are gonna get all salty and crappy.
The
I don't get it.
Ralliart is driven
Unless you're on bags, then you drop it and you plow.
every winter since 2011, and it doesn't have a speck of rust on it. These new cars are aluminum. They're good. You wash them.
Yeah, I subscribe to the car wash across the street, and I wash my Sonic twice a week.
$8.
And we were just underneath it last week, and everybody was
Yeah.
commenting about how clean and nice it is under there. Like it's all you gotta do is wash it underneath
guess.
like once or twice a week, and you're fine. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, you have a point. If the weather sucks, it's not like you could floor it. But like, I just like the feel of sitting in a nice sporty
sure.
car. I like. I'm surprised my e-brake still works.
Nice.
Because 5 seconds on the traction off button and e-braking every turn is a lot of fun.
Well, I hate bundling up and then being in a nice car. Because to me, like,
Okay.
part of it is like being like in like just like a long sleeve or short sleeve and just enjoying the ride. Like that's why I get the enjoyment out. Like I don't want to bundle up in 7 coats and a hat and trying to get.
Well, you
I
take the
hate
coats
that.
off when you get in the car. The car's
But then you
warm.
gotta put it back on.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but man, there's those
I like-
certain Michigan mornings where you get in the car and close the door and you just scream.
Yes.
As loud as you can.
100%.
Hey, Matt B brought up a neat subject we can talk about. L&F sedan versus a Sonic for a daily.
Sonic daily, 100%.
I think the Sonic, the interior is nicer on the Sonic,
Correct.
but you
Yeah.
have to get the RS. The base model Sonic interior is
Yeah.
not even close to as nice as like a up to.
Oh,
50
the RS one is a little better with the different gauge clusters.
Yeah,
and the
but
heated
seats.
But if you can get a lower model like an LT or maybe a LTZ that has like the base interior still, it has a
Got those
touchscreen.
vinyl gross seats in it though, like.
Yeah.
Well, the
The
base
RS
base has a cloth seat.
Yeah, the base has a cloth seats, but I'm saying like the LT and the RS seats aren't like the leather ones or vinyl ones ever. They're not
I
super.
still
different.
would say
massively different.
If you have the option of an RS, definitely
Yeah.
would pick
Yeah.
that.
'Cause,
And
I
you
mean,
can still find good deals on them. They're like worth a lot of money, but you can still stumble across a good deal on Sonics. I had a Cobalt SS sedan, and I loved that car. Like it had all the Powell suspension, solid bushings, and all that. And it was a stock turbo, full bolt on, and that thing was a ton of fun.
Now, with 2 kids to haul around, depending how big you are, if you're a Trevor, the Sonic is fine. If you're an Owl, the Sonic is fine for you, but whoever sits behind you is not
Yes.
going to be fine.
How does the back seat compare Cobalt sedan to Sonic?
So I have to sit uncomfortably close in order for my 6-year-old daughter to have enough legroom.
Because the
But in a Cobalt
the
sedan.
Cobalt's pretty
No,
small
in the
too,
Sonic.
yeah.
But in a Cobalt sedan, how are you?
I guess I haven't directly compared. But I know in the Ion there was way more room.
I have
And the
compared.
seats interchanged, so I assumed the spacing was
I've
similar.
compared and they're about the same. Like it's not that much because I put a Isaiah in the back of a Cobalt sedan and I had him in the Sonic sedan, which is essentially the hatchback. It's close for both. Cobalt wise,
So really, it probably is just coming down to trunk room
trunk room, which
for the most part.
depending on which you prefer, you can arguably say Sonic has more.
But it also
Yeah, the
is
hatch.
nice that
Yeah.
the seats
beat
fold
the-
flat in the Sonic.
Cobalt
So it
sedan.
gives you like a micro ute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I have fit a lot of wheels in the back
Yes.
of mine.
Oh yeah. I say again, you know me, I'm LNF fanboy, but I'll say for like more utility, I think the Sonic is a very hard to beat utility daily driver vehicle.
They check all the boxes.
You'd have to
for
go
me. They got a
HHR
cool
versus
growly
Sonic.
sound.
HHR versus Sonic?
That's a different.
Oh,
one.
That's not a
HHRs are
conversation I'm
terrible.
having.
Yeah.
Oh, these guys.
I would still say Sonic because for a tall person,
I would take a Ford Windstar over an HHR.
Oh, I
I
forgot.
agree.
You can't see out of the.
yeah,
HHR,
like my issue with HHR is not space because it's getting Isaiah into the my son Isaiah.
No, it's driving a dump truck with the windshield view of a Camaro.
yes.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. I like the HHR, but like getting Isaiah into it is easier. It's the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. It's amazing. Me sitting in it, I absolutely despise it because the windshield is here.
You feel like you're sitting on a bucket,
Yeah.
and you get a long leg, the straight
Yes.
clutch, and
Yeah.
then reach down to the floor for the shifter.
Yeah.
Do you know how many less problems you guys would have if you took your shin and cut 3 inches out, and welded them back together?
Yeah.
Shins,
That's true.
probably. But then I couldn't reach the top shelf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I'll take the top shelf.
He's all
homeboy.
about that top shelf life. Be fancy.
Yeah, I can't afford the top shelf anyways.
I bet Regal would be a nice daily as well.
Oh, don't get me started on the Regal.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
Why
The
did you
Buick
not?
Regal
I'm
GS
sorry, I
is
forgot.
the best daily driver. Period.
Well, this is the rest of the podcast.
We'll talk
so-
about the 8th mile again.
I had one for a minute, and it was like a minute, and it couldn't have been sold fast enough.
You admitted that it was the most comfortable thing ever for just daily driving. You said the headlights on them are better than the Sonics, 100%. Even your retrofits, they're better. It's the infotainment's
Headlights are
good
better.
on. Like if you had an LTG one, the infotainment's good. Is it fast? No. Sorry, LTG GS guys. Those cars are heavy and slow. Sorry, they are. But that car was an amazing daily. You couldn't tell me nothing in the snow. Like snow tires. I was invincible.
Was it?
You
It was
know-
all-wheel drive too.
Yeah, so all-wheel drive was amazing.
That Regal station wagon we had in here caught my eye.
Those are sweet
Now
looking.
the Touaregs. Now see, I thought I liked them, but then in person I was not as impressed.
What?
Well,
It was I reversed it.
I like the utility
Utility's
of
good.
the terrain that we have, even
Yes.
though everything about the car other than that is a piece of crap.
Yep.
But the seats also fold flat like the Sonic, and it has a bigger trunk, so like I can fit like full sheets of wood and stuff into that thing.
Yeah.
And that Regal Tourex looks like just a slightly shrunk
It's
down
a-
terrain.
terrain, yeah.
Like the interior looks identical. The
Yeah.
seats fold the same. The hatch works the same. Like everything looks the same. It's just a car version. And one of the biggest things I hate about the terrain is it's too much vehicle for the engine it has.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it's like they took the utility of the terrain and then shrunk it down to useful for the engine it has. Like,
Now-
that probably is a pretty practical car.
And that's a good thing too. Like as you reminded me, like I recently drove our Verano, and a Verano's a 2.4 NA, same engine as the terrain and stuff. And I was reminded that the I don't know why they put 2.4s in SUVs. It's just not a good match for the SUVs.
That's
But
terrible.
when you driving in a Verano, it actually feels a little like, oh, okay, this isn't bad.
It feels like the way a car should.
Exactly, 100%.
The terrain feels like an NA Sonic.
Yes.
Nightmare Crisis brought up that when he
We're
brought
talking
up
about
Regal,
Regal. I thought we were talking
he
about
was talking a 3800 one. Now, a 3800 one is better. A 3800 Regal,
Don't you
okay,
ever
okay.
disrespect me.
But the 2-liter Regals, I'll pass. I'll pass.
You would take
I would take Bo's car over a new Regal GS, yes.
for a daily, for a straight up daily.
Yeah.
I'm calling your bluff because no, Tim.
Yeah.
We are so guys. Everyone know I'm gonna say this in front of everyone too. Tim is too bougie. Tim likes his Bluetooth. Tim likes his heated seats. Tim's like his heated steering wheel. Tim's like all of his nice amenities. And guess what? 03 Regal doesn't have any of that.
You can get
the
the
03 Regal's
GS
got
in
heated
a manual
seats.
too, right?
What?
You can get the GS in a manual.
You sure can.
Yeah, you can.
That's like your thing.
That's exactly your thing.
Oh, man, I
See?
hate the new Regals, man. I can't do it.
You
I
said it was a comfortable daily.
Like, when the Cobalts came out, I'm like, the Cobalt's interior is kind of cheap, but the
really
Cobalt
cheap.
is stupid fast. Like, the Cobalts are stupid fast. So, like, I talk crap about them, but they're, like, one of the fastest cars for the money you can buy. But then all of a sudden, the Regal GS comes out, the 2-liter one, and I'm like, manual tranny? Cool Cobalt engine? And then I sat in it, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Well, remember the LHUs have a different interior than the LTG ones. The LTG ones have the digital cluster, the new infotainment system, and all the other stuff too.
I haven't driven
Oh
a
no,
new
Eric!
one.
What are you doing? Go back to Disney World.
Eric?
Yeah.
No.
Eric, you're fired.
Yeah, go. No.
Don't even come back.
You have to use the back door now.
Shout out Eric, our normal video guy who is on vacation right now. But we're
Yeah.
winging it.
In Florida,
Yeah. But
80 something there.
yeah, so we know. So we got all of our dailies and stuff. We didn't really talk about too much race season stuff. We kind of just
No.
tangented a
If
little
you guys
bit.
want to hear more, we'll do it
No,
next
but
week, so.
a race season tangent that I mentioned to Ryan yesterday, and he rolled his eyes so hard that they were all white.
I
He
did.
can do that. I've seen it.
I can.
Stretched it right out.
I was thinking when I
Listen to this, Tim.
retire the honey badger,
Listen to this.
instead of scrapping the shell,
Oh, I remember this now.
This makes me so
spec
upset.
base ion.
No, time attack ion. We already had this discussion. This is already happening.
Nope.
Well, okay.
It's
The
full time
the
attack
dollar
car.
to fun ratio doesn't add up.
Yeah.
Spec base.
Like, okay, you can put a base model engine in it, I suppose, but that is a road course car when you're done half miling it.
Yeah.
When your wife says, Al, I want to have a husband, and you have to retire half mile racing because half mile racing, a vehicle other than like a ATSV Corvette
Or a
Viper,
GTR.
whatever,
Cars that are made
is,
so fast.
is kind of dumb in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
I respect it, but like, no, thank you.
I get it. That's why I'm like, did one more season.
This just reminds me of like John Shepard in his DSM like way back in the day. He ran like 770 in this all-wheel drive DSM, and he was like, "I'm retiring," and everybody was so mad. And he was like, "But I have a family." And you watch his in-car footage, and you're like, "Okay,
I
go
get
ahead
it.
and retire. I respect that." Yeah, like you're taking an Ion and half mile it, want 200 miles an hour?
I'm trying.
Pass.
Just once.
Like,
And that is
pass.
the reason why you would not have an 03 Regal, because you're bougie. And that's the exact reason.
man, I don't know,
Good-
man. I still want a 3800 with our equalizer
wouldn't.
pipe. These
Tim.
people, like this reminds me of our aluminum tranny pan. Like the equalizer pipe is so underrated. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, and this is rude. Like, if you have a 3800 and you don't have an equalizer pipe on it, you are stupid.
Oh.
You're doing it
Take
wrong.
your headers, throw them in the trash.
No.
Buy our front and rear power logs, put the equalizer on.
No.
Like, holy crap.
Nah, I'm fully on his team here.
Can we? Okay, guys. Remember, we do
Take
have-
whatever 5-10 theoretical horse penalty it
Yes.
might be, and just let it sound like a 2J.
Let's be real here. Like 90% of our customers are not making the power to see the difference between it.
90% of the power gain from long tubes just goes into converter heat.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And when he says converter,
And-
he's saying torque converter, not your converter.
And all the sales for our 300 stainless headers just fell off the planet.
No, like I am a huge 3800 fan, but like equalizer pipe. That's it.
I said 300 headers.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Those things suck and they take like, I don't know, 20 hours to manufacture a set.
Jesus Christ.
Don't buy our 3800 headers. They require way too much time to fabricate to where we can't make other parts. Like the power gains
I see
of
what
like,
he's saying.
like I hope so. Like I'm not like the headers, the gains for per dollar are not worth it.
They're not a very cost-effective
our
part,
power
but they were
logs.
a necessary part.
Buy our power logs. Like our power logs with the equalizer kind of like made our headers not that necessary anymore. They're not.
I agree with him.
Yeah. Like
I guess so many.
why not have your car make a like great power still? You know, the same power as
If you
probably
can
our
have
headers
zero
and awesome
perceivable
sound.
difference in the butt dyno and the car sounds infinitely better, that's a win in every direction.
Oh,
Yeah.
9s in a Kappa? Again.
No thanks.
Why?
Pass.
You people.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
A chassis is not set up for that.
400 is the limit of those cars.
A Kappa chassis is meant
Ryan,
to turn
you
corners.
know. They get real sketchy real fast.
I do. But you
I
can
mean,
save them.
I think Trevor's still crazy for drifting a Kappa. Like, whew, scary.
That's like small core skid pad though. So it's
Matt
like
B.
40 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to our equalizer video. It sounds exotic. It sounds European. It sounds like what it's supposed to sound like. I'm embarrassed that it took us like 15 to 17 years to come up with this equalizer pipe. So disappointed. I want to buy another 3800 just because of it.
You guys, any of you?
Except for JPL, you're good. You gotta go fast.
No, yeah, we're like in next year we're going to have equal length shorty headers, and that's going to make it even better. And we'll make it in the right size primary to where there are 0 gains to running our long tube headers with them.
Yeah, Noah. Actually,
Tim just said he's wanted to buy a 3800.
He's been talking about it off and on the whole time I've been.
not.
Yes, he has.
he did last year, and he parted it out.
Bonnevilles are in my search history. Like that, I look for them.
You know what else is in his search history?
Tim.
I mean, we need one for R&D, and it would be neat to drive for a winter beater or something. Fun.
I can see a good.
He's had
clean
this
body.
conversation every winter for the last 7 years.
What
Yeah.
was the thumbnail of this video again? Let me just check.
2022 plans that this was
Yeah,
did not
you're
talk
not
about
buying
at
more
all.
cars.
At
I'm
all.
at my vehicle max right now, so I can't own any more vehicles.
Yeah, sell that truck.
I would, but if I sold the truck, I'd buy another truck. I just don't need that wild of a dune truck.
Yeah.
It could be worth like a third of what that one is.
You guys have any more burning points you want to get out?
Nah.
No.
We're overtime already.
I
so.
covered my plans.
I
Get
apologize.
the perfectly running car that I tore apart back together and go fast.
I still think you're crazy for that.
Yeah, I
The thing was running and making good power.
Yeah, but it wasn't fast enough.
It's a lot of work for
The
a couple
goal,
hundred more horsepower.
the goal always has been 200, and it wasn't going to get there where it was.
Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thank you, JPL. It was great to have all you here. Thanks for being active in the chats. We always love that. And as always, let us know what you want to hear next week. So,
Maybe we'll stick on topic next week.
Plans for the weekend?
Maybe.
yeah, quick plans for the
Quick
weekend.
plans
You
for
start.
the weekend. I'm going to Red Robin tonight, and then working tomorrow, and helping some friends at a powerlifting meet Sunday.
That works.
Busy weekend.
I'm hanging out with the wife. Maybe play around with a spec base model.
Yeah.
Sorry, vomit came from my mouth.
I am fully in support of Tim making bad choices.
Dude,
Like, I don't know why you're mad about this.
Well, I'm not upset about what you just said it
It's
yourself.
so much fun to watch.
You want to see? You love seeing the drama. What happens with it? What?
I'm just waiting for him to go full send so I can do all the other fun stuff.
You know,
Yeah.
the funny
God.
anomaly is no car guy gets into modding cars by themselves.
No.
It's always a guy and then their buddy that peer pressures them into buying a part, and then you're in.
Yeah.
Yep.
No one peer pressure Tim into buying it. He just bought it because he wanted it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's because he's already in.
Yeah, he's in.
Jesus.
He's
We've
in
lost
now.
him.
It's
Yeah.
fun driving a slow car fast.
Yep.
Yes, I can understand.
I'm doing some things with the girlfriend, Kate. We might go watch Ryan, a buddy, some people.
Trevor's gonna bail on me again.
What? I just said on the podcast.
Nope.
On the
He's gonna
live
bail.
stream.
Like after we get out of here, we're gonna go watch the Sonic 2 movie, maybe.
Yep.
And he's gonna bail on me. Someone's gonna come up, and he's gonna bail on me.
Rally Art's going to blow a train.
Say
That might
Morbius.
happen.
Say Morbius and I'm in, but I can't do Sonic 2.
Hey, no, Tim. What's cool is Morbius tickets are on sale right now for free because no one's going to see the movie because it was so bad.
Ew.
Anyways,
I'm so mad. That was my favorite comic book when I was a kid. Like, so disappointing. I haven't seen it yet, though, so I hope that everyberry's wrong.
is it out yet? Or
Yeah, it's out right
It's been
now.
out for like 3 weeks.
I only go to movies.
It's
when
grossed
you invite
100
me,
grand.
so. Other than that, track day Sunday. I think Matt Meekoff, one of our tuners here, is racing his ATS. If you guys don't know, he's got the black one. It's dumb fast.
World's fastest ATS.
Yep.
Shit, hey.
It's got a smaller
Yeah.
turbo on it.
People have been
Listen,
complaining about records, so we decided to
Just
break,
go take all of them.
just
Yeah.
break it off.
Yeah, so yeah. It had right now we put a stock turbo on it because people think that they have the stock turbo record, and they thought we were trying really hard for our weekend of work when we did it like bajillion years ago.
Hey, can I be the first one to say somebody's going to say we're spraying nitrous? Some D-bag is going to say that we're using nitrous, and no, we're not using freaking nitrous.
I'm
I
the
was
stock
thinking
turbo
about
setup.
ways that we could video the car to show that it's not, but like
No,
no, matter
they'll
what
just
we
say
do,
we're
they're
hiding
gonna
it.
say it's hidden in a line or something like
Yeah,
that.
of course.
We are ZZP. We make cars fast. That's what we do, and we don't use nitrous.
Nope.
So I mean, Matt even said
On
when he
the-
used the spool
On
like
the
on the last one.
occasions that we have used nitrous, we tell about it.
Yep, like Matt did. Matt said, "Hey, I'm using nitrous to do this." And we were very open about it. So we had one person want us to, well, make sure you get on the hood and video it and don't cut away and do all that stuff. So, we'll see what we can do if we can. We'll open the hood, show it, and then watch it go to the line, and then go run the pass.
Maybe we should have a video that's full length as like a secondary video. Because nobody wants to see that long video. Nobody wants that long, drawn-out video.
But when the
we can
guy
post
says
it,
it, then you like link.
yeah.
Watch
And then
it.
we'll have the cropped video because everybody has ADD now. So they only want to watch a 30-second drag video
Yeah, pretty much.
or less. So that's why
true.
we have to cater to what people watch. You know, but we can
Yeah, I
make
think
two
that'll work.
versions, full length.
Yeah. So we'll do that, and hopefully Matt. Well, it's not. Hopefully, he's gonna go obliterate
Yeah.
stuff.
Matt's going to do whatever Matt planned on
Matt
doing.
has no shot, Nathan.
No, not on
Ryan,
this
what do you
setup.
wanna-
Not
what
on
are you
this
doing?
card.
Stock turbo. Why would you put nitrous on a stock turbo?
No, but he did have one on the Z57s.
on
Why?
one run.
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
This is when
wouldn't
it
have
was-
done
Wait, is this new news to you?
I guess. I don't know.
Like,
I don't
what do
see
you
why
say? Like,
they-
this
why-
is- this
I
has
don't-
been a
The
thing.
Z57 will build like crazy boost at $4,000. Like you don't need nitrous on a Z57.
Well, it was having problems coming up on the converter at first till he figured out those other tricks. That's why he had the bottle on there originally, but then ended up not using it for some of the good runs.
Man, I get like all-wheel drive ATS is at 20 pounds at a standstill.
Ethan, email tyler.v
I think it had to do with the
at
gearing.
ZZ Performance
Gearing at a standstill?
I'll explain later.
or customer service, but Ryan, what are you doing this weekend? Close this out.
Sorry. I was like looking at you guys.
Watching Sonic 2
Well, Saturday.
By himself.
cosplay.
Yeah, by myself. What? What?
I would imagine half the people that watch that movie are like dressed up like him.
No, dude, no. Sonic movies are for us people that grew up in the '90s and grew up on Sonic.
He gonna have a knuckles tail that you can't see where it attaches.
Do you guys not enjoy nostalgia?
Yeah, like what is wrong?
Dude, that was my favorite video game as I was growing
Then
up.
you should. This is exactly.
It was
But you
Sonic,
can't go
like,
watch the movie.
I beat all of them. Like
I don't
that's
know anything
literally-
about it.
I love all
How
of
do
them.
you not know anything
I
about
never
it?
played Sonic video.
You never
my
played a Sega Genesis Sonic game.
No. Oh man. I never seen any Sonic movies or TV
What did
shows.
you
No,
do?
you don't
comic
have to.
books or anything.
Dude, I follow the comments, but you get it from the video game. Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3.
I didn't, I didn't
Sonic
play
and
video games.
Oh, you fucking.
Ethan,
I was out
email
ramping
Tyler.
mowers and playing in dirt.
Sarah said that like 5 minutes ago, dude.
Hi, Al. Thanks for joining us.
L, the intro song of the Sonic TV show.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
You would love it. You got to look it
Yeah,
up.
it's a song.
Okay, we'll look.
Anyway, so hopefully, maybe going to see a movie tonight with Trevor. Maybe, probably doubt it. Tomorrow, probably Comic Con. There's, Grand Rapids Comic Con's tomorrow. Probably as long as I can get friends to go with
So
me.
yes, cosplay.
No, I will not be cosplaying. Then,
Dude,
Saturday night is
I might
D&D.
be in for that. Give me details.
The Saturday night, Dungeons & Dragons usual. Sunday, we're celebrating Easter early. So my mom's coming up, and Stephanie is having her mom and her brother over, and we're going to hang out with Isaiah and do stuff. And if stuff gets done in enough time, I'll go to the track to support Matt, because I want to do that, and take Isaiah with me.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
it.
Cool.
So, yeah. Trevor's typing to Ethan Vink.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. We are actually ending the live stream now, not 7 minutes ago like I tried to.
Not
But
bad.
Tell me what to do.
let us know what you want to hear next week. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Bye.